Pamela Jo Bondi was born on November 17, 1965, in Tampa, Florida, making her a fourth-generation Floridian. She grew up in the Tampa Bay area, specifically in Temple Terrace, a suburb of Tampa. Her family had a strong emphasis on public service and civic engagement. Her father, Joseph Bondi, was a professor and served as a city council member before becoming mayor of Temple Terrace from 1974 to 1978. Her mother, Patsy Loretta, née Hammer, Bondi, was an elementary school teacher. Bondi is one of 3 children. She has a younger brother, Bradley Bondi, who is also a lawyer and has represented clients in high-profile cases, including some involving the Department of Justice during her tenure as U.S. Attorney General. Bondi's upbringing instilled in her a sense of duty and resilience. She attended C. Leon King High School in Tampa, where she developed an interest in law and justice. Initially a registered Democrat, she switched her affiliation to the Republican Party in 2000, reflecting a shift in her political views over time. Education. Bondi pursued higher education at the University of Florida, where she earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in criminal justice in 1987. During her undergraduate years, she was a member of the Delta 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 sorority, which helped her build social and leadership skills. She then attended Stetson University College of Law in Gulfport, Florida, graduating with a Juris Doctor in 1990. Bondi was admitted to the Florida bar on June 24, 1991, marking the beginning of her legal career. Her academic background focused heavily on criminal justice, laying the foundation for her future as a prosecutor. Early career as a prosecutor. After law school, Bondi joined the Hillsborough County State Attorney's Office in Tampa as an assistant state attorney, where she served from 1994 to 2009, a span of 15 years. She quickly rose through the ranks, becoming known for her tough, no-nonsense approach in the courtroom. Bondi specialized in prosecuting serious crimes, including domestic violence, child abuse, and capital murder cases. She also handled high-profile prosecutions, such as the 2006 case against former Major League Baseball pitcher Dwight Gooden for violating probation and substance abuse. In 2007, she was involved in the prosecution related to the death of 14-year-old Martin Anderson at a boot camp for troubled youth, which drew national attention and led to reforms in juvenile justice facilities. Beyond the courtroom, Bondi served as a spokeswoman for the state attorney's office, frequently appearing on local and national TV news programs. This media savvy helped her build a public profile and honed her communication skills, which would later prove invaluable in politics. Colleagues nicknamed her the Paminator for her relentless pursuit of justice and ability to dominate in legal battles. Entry into politics. Florida Attorney General, 2011-2019. In 2010, Bondi launched her political career by running for Florida Attorney General. She faced a crowded Republican primary against former State Representative Holly Benson and Lieutenant Governor Jeff Kottkamp, winning with 37.89% of the vote. Endorsements from prominent conservatives like Sarah Palin boosted her campaign. In the general election, she defeated Democratic nominee Dan Gelber, securing 54.44% of the vote and becoming the first woman elected to the position on January 4, 2011. As Florida's 37th Attorney General, Bondi focused on making the state safer, tackling issues like the opioid crisis. Florida was dubbed the pill mill capital of the U.S., with 98 of the top 100 oxycodone dispensers nationwide located there. In her first legislative session, she pushed for reforms that shut down these unscrupulous clinics and doctors, earning her special recognition from the Florida Police Chiefs Association. She also strengthened laws against synthetic drugs, human trafficking, establishing the Florida Statewide Human Trafficking Council, and mortgage fraud, securing a $3.25 billion settlement from the Deepwater Horizon oil spill for Florida homeowners. Bondi was re-elected in 2014, defeating Democrat George Sheldon with 55% of the vote, becoming the first Republican to serve 2 terms in the role. Her tenure included leading multi-state lawsuits against the Affordable Care Act, ACA, which she helped challenge in Florida et al. Versus United States Department of Health and Human Services, though ultimately unsuccessful. She opposed medical marijuana legalization in 2013 and, in 2018, joined efforts to overturn ACA protections for pre-existing conditions. Bondi also defended Florida's same-sex marriage ban, Amendment 2, in court, later clarifying that her actions were based on state constitutional duties rather than personal beliefs. She co-hosted Fox News The Five in 2018 while still in office, sparking ethics questions about mixing media and public service. Controversies during Florida tenure. Bondi's time as AG was not without controversy. In 2011, she pressured attorneys in her office to drop an investigation into lender processing services amid the robo-signing foreclosure scandal. In 2013, she convinced Governor Rick Scott to delay an execution to avoid conflicting with a fundraiser she was attending, later issuing an apology. A major scandal involved Trump University. In 2013, her Political Action Committee, PAC, received a $25,000 donation from the Donald J. Trump Foundation just as her office was considering joining a multi-state lawsuit against the for-profit school for fraud. Florida ultimately did not join the suit, leading to investigations. In 2016, the IRS ruled the donation violated charitable rules, fining Trump $2,500 and ordering him to reimburse the foundation. Bondi has denied any impropriety, calling it a routine contribution. Post-AG career and alignment with Donald Trump. Term limits ended Bondi's Florida AG service in 2019. She briefly joined the Trump White House as a special advisor in the Office of White House Counsel, assisting with his first impeachment defense. In January 2020, she was named to Trump's Senate impeachment trial team, where she accused Joe Biden and his son Hunter of corruption in Ukraine dealings, claims later debunked but emblematic of her loyalty to Trump. From 2019 to 2024, Bondi worked as a lobbyist at Ballard Partners in Washington, D.C., chairing their corporate regulatory practice. She represented clients like Geo Group, private prisons, Amazon, Uber, General Motors, and foreign entities, including anti-human trafficking efforts for Qatar ahead of the 2022 FIFA World Cup and a Kuwaiti company in an extortion case. She also served on Trump's Opioid and Drug Abuse Commission and advocated for the First Step Act, a 2018 criminal justice reform bill aimed at reducing recidivism. Bondi remained a vocal Trump supporter. She endorsed him in Florida's 2016 Republican primary over Marco Rubio and echoed his false 2020 election fraud claims, filing lawsuits through the America First Policy Institute, AFPI, where she chaired the Center for Litigation and co-chaired the Center for Law and Justice, challenging results in Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. In late 2020, Trump appointed her to the Kennedy Center Board of Trustees as a loyalty reward. She also holds stock in Trump Media and Technology Group. In 2022, Bondi was engaged to ophthalmologist Greg Henderson, following rumors sparked by photos of them at a Caribbean resort. However, they did not marry, and she has no children. Her earlier marriages were to Garrett Barnes, 1990-1992, and Scott Fitzgerald, 1996-2002. Bondi is also known for her animal advocacy. In 2005, she adopted a street Bernard named Tank, renamed Noah, displaced by Hurricane Katrina, leading to a custody battle resolved in 2007 when the dog was returned to its original owners. Nomination and confirmation as U.S. Attorney General, 2025-present. On November 21, 2024, President-elect Donald Trump nominated Bondi as U.S. Attorney General after Matt Gaetz withdrew due to ethics probes. Trump praised her prosecutorial experience and toughness on crime. Her Senate confirmation hearings on January 15–16, 2025, before the Judiciary Committee were contentious. Democrats grilled her on her Trump loyalty, 2020 election denialism, lobbying for foreign governments, and refusal to rule out investigating Trump's critics or special counsel Jack Smith. She vowed not to politicize the Justice Department but faced skepticism. The committee advanced her nomination 12-10 on January 29. The full Senate confirmed her on February 4, 2025, in a 54-46 party line vote, with Democrat John Fetterman crossing over. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas swore her in on February 5, 2025, at the White House, making her the 87th U.S. Attorney General and the first woman nominated by a Republican president. As AG, Bondi has implemented Trump's agenda aggressively, shutting down the FBI's Foreign Influence Task Force Klepto Capture, and reducing enforcement of the Foreign Agents Registration Act on her first day. She has overseen the release of redacted Jeffrey Epstein files in February 2025 and defended policies like mass deportations and ending birthright citizenship. In August 2025, the DOJ under her dropped charges against clients of her brother Brad Bondi, raising conflict of interest concerns, though officials denied her involvement. In September 2025, she highlighted human smuggling arrests along the U.S.-Canada border, touting northern border security shifts. Critics accuse her of politicizing the DOJ, firing personnel, and prioritizing Trump's revenge against enemies, while supporters praise her focus on law and order, opioids, and trafficking. Bondi's life story is one of ascent from a prosecutor's office in Tampa to the pinnacle of American law enforcement, marked by trailblazing achievements, unyielding partisanship, and a career intertwined with Donald Trump's political fortunes. At 59, she continues to shape national policy from the Department of Justice.